Hey everyone, I'm Asha Robles, and here's what happened this week on Trendspotting.
You may have seen this video circulating on social media. KUAM News has learned that Talofofo Falls Park was closed on Thursday due to rough waters. And though many of our viewers expressed thankfulness that no one was hurt, some made light of the situation. Some commenting about how they're glad the ducks were safe nearby, and others stating that it seemed like a great time for river rafting or kayaking. The primary election is right around the corner. KUAM News releasing its first official poll, and the results may or may not surprise you. 127 registered voters participating, focusing on 3 of the races set for August 25th. It's do or die for the public auditor candidates. The one with the most votes will fill the vacant public auditor seat as soon as the primary election results are certified by the Guam Election Commission. Speaker BJ Cruz tops the OPA field with 27%. Doreen Crisostomo is in second place with 15%, and acting public auditor Yuka Hechinova took 11% of responses. But it's still wide open, as almost half of the respondents had no opinion on this specific race. The Democratic congressional primary is sure to be a tight race, with the incumbent taking friendly fire from her opponent, Democrat Senator Michaelson Nicholas. When we asked registered voters who they thought would win the Democratic congressional primary, 50% said Berdalio, and 26% said San Nicolas, with 24% saying they didn't know. One could interpret that as meaning they're supporting the lone Republican congressional candidate, Doris Flores Brooks. And saving the best for last, Guam's hotly contested Democratic gubernatorial primary. The question we asked: who do you think will win the Democratic gubernatorial primary? The team most likely to be the last Democrat standing, according to our poll, the Ugin Lim Tiaco team, with 33% of people saying they thought Senator Frank Ugin Jr. and former U.S. Attorney Alicia Lim Tiaco would win the August 25th primary. Lou Leon Guerrero and running mate Josh Tenorio were in second, with 19% of those surveyed saying they thought that Bank of Guam president and former senator would move on to the general election. Former Governor Carl Gutierrez and Fred Berdalio finished with 13% of responses. Senator Dennis Rodriguez Jr. and David Cruz at the bottom, with only 12% of respondents saying they thought the team would win the primary. 22% of those surveyed did not have an opinion on who would win the Democrat gubernatorial primary. Here's how some of our viewers responded. It's a teacher's worst nightmare. Peregrine San Nicolas, however, isn't sleeping. Over a year ago, the Bishop Baumgartner Memorial School PE teacher was arrested after his 10-year-old student accused him of groping her breast on more than one occasion. Now, his fate is left to a jury. It's her word against his. She, however, has a history of lying. For media reports, the victim will be identified by her initials FB. The prosecutor stated that FB is a troubled child who has received therapy for unrelated reasons. Prosecution further alleged that Peregrine San Nicolas took advantage of that vulnerability and groped the girl's breasts on more than one occasion. But is she telling the truth?
That's it for now. We'll see you guys next week.